Welcome back, you beautiful fucks. It's me, Danny, and we have an update video, okay? Because more stuff has happened. Literally, as I was getting ready to record this video, some other info dropped about some figure-related stuff, which is good news. But if you notice, you joined me in the graveyard today because we do have to put something to rest. We have some unfortunate news that's come out recently, and we're at to bury it. We're at to bury something. We'll get to that in a second. But let's start sort of positive, okay? So let's dive in. All right, first off the list, as you guys know, I'm getting more into the reaction figures from Super 7, and this comes from Kaiju Canuck. He posted this on his YouTube community page. Some of the listings for the next wave are going up, and I should have did my due diligence and got a better screenshot. I'm looking at like a really small preview of it on Adobe. I should have had this ready so I could actually read what's on there. Here we go, okay? Now I'm prepared. We have King Caesar. That's a definite pickup. King Caesar, you know, that's my king right there, okay? That's my favorite kaiju. Gotta get him. Then we have Godzilla 74 charged up version. I'm interested to see what that is. 74, one of my favorite Godzilla suits. I do have the regular figure here from Super 7's reaction. So we'll see what the charged up version is, if it's anything special or anything worth picking up. None of these have pictures, obviously, as you can tell, unless they come out looking like very blank, minimalistic cameras, which I'd be very surprised. We do have 1964 Godzilla. I'll be interested to see how that looks as well. And Godzilla Skeleton Gray. So they've done a few skeleton Godzillas already, and the only one I really care for that I can think of is the one I missed out on. I'm hoping they do a reissue of it. It's still on their website, I believe. It's another diorama box of the 1954 Godzilla that's underwater in skeleton form. That's the one I want. I have it set to notify me if it comes back in restock. Hopefully, Super 7, please give me another chance, please. But that's it for the reaction, okay? Let's move on to whatever's next. Playmates on their Instagram. This was revealed, I think, today or yesterday. Actually, well, in terms of when I'm recording this video. For you guys, it's probably another day, okay? But who cares about specifics? But they officially revealed the giant Mothra that looks to be only hitting target, which is not shocking, I should say. Proper English, come on now. But yes, the queen of the monsters, giant Mothra, is flying into Target shelves later this summer. So if you saw my video about this when this got leaked, I was very excited about it. I still am. Cannot wait to see this. But yeah, it looks like we're going back to how it was before, where Monsterverse Playmates is going to start to just be exclusive to Target. Walmart's probably slowly just getting rid of all of their Monsterverse stuff. Unless they get Wave 2, we'll see. I don't know about you guys, but I have not seen any Walmarts carry the giant Shimo, or I haven't seen any Battle Roar Shimos either, and I bring those up because they're part of the next wave of Playmates Monsterverse figures. I've obviously seen giant Shimo at Target, and other people are finding their Battle Roars at Target too. But it seems Walmart is definitely slowly starting to get rid of their Monsterverse stuff, as they did before. But Target is being, the great company it is, and still keeping them in stock. Thank you, Target, for when you do stock them. Some of my Targets in my area are pretty good. Other ones are not that great. But I'm just happy to see that. And Tiamat has been slowly appearing now in the wild. I've seen a few pictures go up, and like 1 or 2 videos have been posted. So people are finding them now on the state side. My guess is they're all the way in California, as they normally are, and then they'll slowly work their way across the mainland. So keep your eyes out, and I guess also keep your eyes out for Mothra. So that's it for Playmates. Let's move on. All right, for all 3 of you fans of Diamond Select statues on my channel, you know I like these, okay? So I gotta talk about them. All right, I only talk about what I really like. And here we have some more Diamond Select statues. They're 3D dioramas. They're 3D bust. It is great because I knew about let's talk about the Mechagodzilla and the Godzilla that's in the background, the 1974-75 Godzilla. I knew about these because Diamond Select teased them back when they were showed off some concept drawings that they had for upcoming statues and stuff. But to see them in person, that 74 Godzilla has been on Big Bad Toy Store for pre-order. It still is for about $200, so a bit pricey. But I have their their 1964 Godzilla and 1962, and I'm very happy with them. They're very great. I highly recommend them, and I'm gonna definitely pick up that 74 as well. It's 74 or 75. I don't know which one it is, but they're pretty much the same suit. So let's not be nerds about it. Okay, calm down. We don't need to be so specific. And then we have the Mechagodzilla as well, which I'm very excited for because again, it's one of my favorite Godzilla movies. One of my favorite kaiju as well, or mechs, I guess you could say. And it's also the first time Diamond Select is kind of stepping away from just doing Godzilla himself when it comes to these statues. And I just realized, let me specify. When it comes to the 3D head bust, this is the first time they're kind of stepping away from Godzilla and doing another Toho monster, which is Mechagodzilla. Great choice. I love the design of the base too, how it's all mechanical. So definitely can't wait for this. No release date yet. This will probably be about $200 as well. So definitely going to keep an eye out for that. These are more than likely coming out next year. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say the picture. That right there in the front, on the picture on the left, is the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla. And I am so happy to see this because I've been wanting some kind of representation in my collection of that Godzilla. I did like a custom painted Godzilla 2000, some bootleg figure that I custom painted to look like him kind of. But to have an official piece from Diamond Select it looks amazing. That statue on where he's standing on the ice, it just looks great. Oh God. Apologies. My throat's drying up from just all this talking. Ugh. Sorry. It's the name of the game. No pain, no gain. Not really gaining much, but gotta stay moist. Keep that throat wet. Those words are gonna haunt me. Anyway, so we have the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla again. It looks amazing. I already pre-ordered this because you can pre-order it on Big Bad Toy Store. Just cannot wait. And the fire breath you can take off too, so it's optional, which I think is awesome. And yeah, just happy to have it. It's coming out next year, so looking forward to that. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Just looking forward to that. Good job, Diamond Select. Although we're going to be hearing about them again down the line here. Spoiler alert. Or foreshadow, I guess you could say. We're still talking about Diamond Select. Because they're still doing some other good stuff. They are actually diving into the Monsterverse. And here we have me coughing again. Oh my God. Jesus. Alright, I need a humidifier in here. Okay. Sorry. It's my personal problems. But yes, they're doing Monsterverse statues now. And as you can see, we have Godzilla Evolved and Kong. These statues look great, very detailed. Love the colors, love the design, love the bases with the crystals from the Hollow Earth. My only question is I'm wondering how much these are going to cost. So the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla, that's only $85 for the statue, which I think is a great price for what it is. But these are obviously a bit more detailed and probably still around the same size, but definitely there's a lot more going on, especially with Kong. So I'm wondering how much these will be. And we'll see. Hopefully they'll still be within the affordable price that Diamond Select tries to stay in when it comes to their statues compared to other, big statue makers. But we'll see. No price yet, but I believe these are coming out next year as well. All right, the calm before the storm. Pacific Rim. We're going to start with the good stuff here. If you didn't hear, they're doing Pacific Rim: The Final Breach, which is a big comic, which appears to be just Pacific Rim 3, it probably will be the conclusion of the Pacific Rim storyline, which is pretty sad to hear, but at the same time, I'm happy that they're getting something. Would have preferred maybe like an animated series, but this is still nice. And it does seem to be a combination of characters from the first movie and the second movie, and a brand new design of Gypsy Danger, or whatever that Jaeger is in the background. Obviously, it's inspired by Gypsy Danger and Gypsy Avenger. But I'm very curious to see where this story goes and how it ends. Again, right now the big assumption is, yes, this is the ending to Pacific Rim. Because let's face it, I don't think that franchise brought a whole lot of traffic, at least not as much as the studios would have wanted. So it seems like they're just kind of sending it off, which is sad to hear because I'm a huge Pacific Rim fan. I love it, especially the first movie. No, I feel about the second movie, but Pacific Rim, the animated series too, I forget what it's called, The Breach or whatever, was a fan of that as well. And the comics, they're okay. At best. I think I mentioned how I feel about those. They're okay. Didn't read every single one, but read most of them. I read all the ones that came with the McFarlane figures. So it's just sad to see it come to an end. Hopefully it'll get rebooted eventually. We'll see, but definitely going to pick this up and just can't wait to see what kind of story they tell. Here's the bad news, though. And this is why I said we're going to bring out Diamond Select again. Okay. So, I received an unfortunate email from Big Bad Toy Store informing me, well, let's just read it together. Hello. That's how it starts. We regret to inform you that all pre-orders have been canceled for the Pacific Rim Uprising Special Ops Series Deluxe Ajax Mark II version figure standard grade because the manufacturer will not be producing this item. We apologize for the inconvenience and thank you for your continued business. So, as you can see, Diamond Select is no longer doing, from this email, it says they're no longer doing one of the special ops. Pacific Rim Uprising figures, Which, I'm going to take a wild guess and just say, more than likely the special ops line is not happening at all. And I could be wrong. Maybe it's just that specific one. That's the only email I've had so far. I would not be surprised if I get more in the coming days. But I have a feeling, just because this series already got delayed once, it's supposed to come out last year in the fall, and the release date now is supposed to be, the placeholder release date is the end of this year, which is what every company does when they don't have a solid release date. They just say the very last, like December 31st. That's when it releases. That's just placeholder. And I don't think any of these are available. Like, the few I saw in Big Bad Toy Store already say they're sold out of pre-orders. But I'm wondering if that's actually like sold out as in like, yep, everyone who they pre-order our entire stock, or does that mean that they're just no longer taking pre-orders because they have a feeling Diamond Select is done with this line? And again, we talked about how Pacific Rim it seems like they're ending the series. I don't know how well the merchandise sells for Pacific Rim. There's still some Pacific Rim stuff being made. With still some more stuff on the way, but not much. And this line right here, which was a pretty good line, might I say. I liked what Diamond Select did. It's sad to see it end, because it was a unique take on some of these Jaegers, and I had pre-ordered all of them. And some of them look pretty good, but I know it's just one email for just one of the figures, but I have a feeling. I just have a feeling this line's not happening. I would love to be wrong. Again, I would love to be wrong because some of these look cool and I'd love to get them. Maybe they'll produce some of the ones that were a bit more popular that were pre-ordered. We'll see. I'm not gonna have high hopes. So I'm gonna keep my expectations in check. let's hope for the best. Expect the worst, hope for the best, as they say. But let me know how you guys feel, because I know I have a lot of Pacific Rim fans. Like, I think some of my Pacific Rim videos are some of my most popular, which makes me kind of happy, because I really like Pacific Rim, and I would have loved to see the franchise go on, not just toy wise, but just in general with comics and movies and series and all that. So it makes me happy that there's an audience there, but obviously, you know, the studio had to see otherwise, and you know, it is what it is. So quite sad to say. On a brighter note, though, let's end it on a good note here, okay? As I was getting ready to make this video, I pull out my phone to procrastinate, as a normal person would, and thank God I did, because I opened up Facebook, and the first thing that pops up is this. This was shared on my page. Hiya has just, bam, instantly revealed. Well, it already kind of was revealed at Comic-Con, but now is showing off officially their 2024 Kong figure from the New Empire. And this guy looks amazing, okay? Look at the faces on this figure. Look at the facial expressions, the hands, the sculpt, the fur, the battle axe, which looks to be pretty much the same battle axe before, I'm assuming, maybe updated. The one from before, the first Godzilla vs. Kong figure, that was fine, so I'm not going to, you know, throw a big hissy fit. It's the same one. It's not the end of the world, but the face sculpt, though, just looks so good. And even though it's the Kong figure, like Hiya, they knock it out of the park. I'm excited for this. This looks like it's straight out of the movie. It's like they were just gifted the 3D file from Legendary or whatever VFX company handled it. And I am just so happy and stoked to see this. Again, it comes out next year. All the good stuff comes out next year, okay? They got to reveal it years in advance to make us learn the true nature of patience. But I don't have it. I want this figure now. Look at the poses they put him in. He just looks great. And I'm excited. Again, I'm going to talk about this in one of my next videos, but Hiya's Kong figure, to me, is the best Kong figure. It beats SH Monster Arts. It beats Playmates. Shocker! That's not a fair comparison. But, you know, in all seriousness, yeah, it's just, they do a great job with their Kong figures, and this just looks amazing. This looks to be one of the best ones yet. I'm just curious, though. Obviously, this doesn't come with the Beast Glove, and I'm wondering if they're going to do a separate release for Kong, like a reissue, probably going to be the same mold, but has the Beast Glove on his arm. Would have loved to see it come with this Kong, that way you have the Battle Axe and the Beast Glove, but, you know, Hiya, still a company, has to make their money, so they're probably looking at it like, okay, well, we're gonna release two different Godzilla, or what am I thinking? We're two different Kongs, so it is. But nevertheless, this looks great, and I was happy to see it. The pictures being shown off now, so I completely forgot to add into this video. I'm just gonna mention it right here at the end. Bandai Movie Monster Series Godzilla 2003, that was revealed. Looks great. One of my favorite Godzilla suits. I have so many favorite Godzilla suits. Not really. I just know I say it a lot. And maybe I need to specify at some point which are my favorite, like, Godzilla suits. What are my favorite Godzilla kaiju? That way we know. There's a list. There's a reference. You guys can hold me to it. Anyway. Deep breath. We're ending the video, guys. That is it for today. Thank you all for joining me. Great time to be a collector. Watch out for your targets. They're coming alive, and they're going to hurt you. Just kidding. Keep an eye on your targets for the next wave of Playmates. They seem to be hidden. They're rolling in. So get ready for those. And, yeah. That's all I got. So, hope you all take care. I have a package coming in soon. 2 packages. But I'll combine that into one video. So we'll have an unboxing coming up with some stuff. So keep an eye out for that. Until next time, I will see you all next time.